shit, never do shit, never. But I never. Fuck, I fucked it up. Hold on. Is everything working? The mic is working. Let's hit a low test. I did not hear the bot rigs. That's
Test.
There it is. Alright, TTS is working. Cool. Wait.
Test.
Son.
Test.
There we go. Okay. Let's open this shit up. Let's get started. Who is that just got? I think the guys are paying attention to this intro. That is Makoto. Makoto dies? Look, it's the same eyes. Oh my god, it's Makoto. My thing is, that's like an execution. No way Makoto kills somebody. So he must have broken a rule?
Danganronpa.
I guess trying to escape? I mean... Okay. Let's see what Shorty has to say.
Indeed.
I did. More than expected, to be honest. Look at this. A water paper?
That's right.
Hifumi had it hidden on him. Hidden?
Indeed.
He'd stuffed it in his pants, so I can only assume he'd hidden it on purpose, you see? In his pants? Wait, so you...
Why is that?
It was just his pants, not like his socks or something. I don't know what that means.
Hey.
She got a foot fetish? Is that what I'm hearing? Anyways, let's take a look at the paper. Go ahead, Makoto. Open it up. When I think of how it was stuffed down his pants, it's like, it better be important, Hifumi, or I'll never forgive you for this. A note? I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet at the equipment room at 6 a.m.
So...
That sounds very familiar. What the fuck? Wait, what's on another character? But yeah, I know how this works. Why did that work? Okay. Is something being... That's weird as fuck. That's it. Maybe the same thing Hiro said. Then he was telling us the
However...
truth. Although it's not exactly the same, is it? Oh wait. Although it's not exactly the same, is it? That sounds weird. So 1 a.m. and then 6 a.m. are the times he met up with them. Yes. Hiro told us that his note said to meet at 1 a.m. But the note they wrote to Hifumi asked him to meet at 6 a.m.
Is that right?
Hold on. Just because Hifumi had the note doesn't mean it was meant for him. Huh?
So...
Part of it has been torn off, right? I think there's likely some meaning there. There's some meaning to the part of it being ripped? Oh my god, why does this keep happening? Could you maybe explain it a little more? Think carefully.
Hey.
Why would you have been clutching that scrap of paper so tightly? I have no idea.
So then...
You're such a dumbass, Makoto. Somebody was trying to take it, fool. What if it just wasn't, or what if it wasn't just a scrap of paper when he was holding it? What if it was something more important? And how would something like that become a mere scrap of paper? That's what you need to answer.
Hey.
And while we're at it, I should tell you one other thing. The two victims this time definitely have their e-handbooks on them. So the handbooks have nothing to do with how the murders were carried out. Not that there was any reason to think they were connected to the killings in the first place. Interesting. So you're saying I don't have to think about the handbooks this time, right?
Is that right?
If you didn't have to think about them at all, I wouldn't have gone out of my way to mention it. All I said is that they weren't used to help carry out the murders. They may come a point, however, where a handbook may play a role. A handbook may play a role. I don't think I understand. But if Kyoko thinks it's important, I better keep it in mind. Interesting. Is that it? Oh, fuck.
Are you excited? Are you pumped? It's time
Oh,
for the
shit.
class trial
Dude, I'm not
to
ready for this
begin.
fucking class trial. I cannot lie.
Like the bright burst of fireworks, like the flash.
Oh my god, why does this keep happening? Sorry, I don't know why I genuinely not touching my keyboard at all and it keeps opening up the
And
menu.
so, with no further ado, everyone please meet at the usual spot. Make your way to the...
Yes. Alright.
It would seem.
It's unfortunate, but I suppose this is where our investigation comes to an end. You have to figure out the rest for yourself. Oh my god. And come to the proper conclusion. Yeah, you're right.
Shall we go?
Well, we'd better get going. Jesus Christ, what it... Hello? That one just closed on its own. Is my escape key okay? Oh, I was pressing E like a dumbass. Jesus Christ, look how small the class is, bro. Dude, what the fuck? Everyone had heard Monokuma's proclamation, and they were gathered by the red door. And as soon as we were all there...
Monokuma appears!
2 Monokumas. Hello, hello, hello. He's multiplied?
Wrong.
Nope, not multiplication. It just looks that way because of an illusion. I'm moving so fast it only looks like I've multiplied. Can you tell? Can you guys tell which one is the real Monokuma?
Whew.
Can we just get on the elevator already? Jesus Christ.
Boy, tough crowd.
You're not playing along.
Stop talking.
We're not here to play with you.
Okay. Hey!
Then if everyone's here and ready to go, please board the pain train, or elevator. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
Okay then, shall we?
Please!
Hold on, I'm not mentally prepared yet.
What the heck?
You'll never be mentally prepared. You can't run away anymore, hero. You're gonna pay for your sins.
What the heck?
I told you already, I didn't do it, for serious. That reminds me, did you ever find the other costume or the note? Well, no, but... How unfortunate. Then it would seem we have our culprit.
Hey,
This isn't the place to talk about it. Save your accusations for when we get to the courtroom.
That's right.
She's right. Let's get down there first, then the story can really begin. Yeah, good idea. That's right. I have to do it. I can't let whoever killed Ifumi and Taka get away with it. For everyone who's still alive, and for the 2 that lost their lives. The one who killed Ifumi and Taka, the one who killed 2 of our friends. The killer is... Wait, so Crazy Pool. Cause Monokuma loves to drop fucking hints about shit with like some BS. Was he just telling us right then and there that like we only thought there was 2 culprits to it because somebody was moving that fast? And it was Hina because she's like the athlete and she... Maybe even Sakura, because I could picture Sakura moving that fast. Am I onto something? Wait, but Hina was with us. Was she? Yeah, no, she was. It was Hina, Sakura, Kyoko. and Celeste. Oh, and Toko? Was Toko? Oh no, Toko was with Byakuya. Okay. Maybe not then, maybe not then.
Just the worst.
Let's hurry up and go so we can make Hiro pay for his crimes. And it would explain why she's like so hell-bent on like putting it on Hiro. I don't like Monokuma's carefree attitude. Were you listening? Wait till we get to the courtroom to begin your arguing. It would appear the culprit has been confirmed. This trial will be over in no time. Oh, fuck. Okay, well, I was trying to click on Kyoko, but I guess the fuck not. That's cool. Can we stop with this shit? And the steel box began to move. The clunking of the elevator kept us company as we fell further and further down. There was no going back. Until we settled this, we couldn't go anywhere. I was supposed to say anyone. I'm not sure how long it was before the elevator finally came to a stop. The elevator doors slid open, opening up to a cruel fate. When? Oh, when I see all of you gathered together like this. I just realized how few of you there are left. Your school life is slowly reaching its climax.
Just the worst.
Only because of you.
Dude, I just had 2 canon events
Why
today.
you guys do such cruel things to each other?
One, me getting hacked.
Hello? Bro got hacked? Are you good? And the second one?
Two, I'm having the fucking thunderstorm of history right now.
Bro's just dealing with everything right now. What the fuck? Having a crazy ass thunderstorm too? Okay. Bro, okay, so I'm gonna explain this now. You see my game keep pausing? I don't know what the fuck is up with my escape key, but it's been randomly pausing this whole stream. It's been pissing me off. I'm not even touching my keyboard because it's just clicking things. But Jesus Christ, bro's going through it. Oh wait, let me lock in. Why? Why are you making us do such cruel things to each other?
What?
Do you really hate me so much? But I'm so cute.
Come on.
Stop goofing around and begin the trial. Don't rush me. Of course I'm gonna start it. I would never be like, stay tuned for the
If I
action-packed
stop
class
typing,
trial
I
after
either
this
got
commercial.
slimed or the thunder hit my power.
I'd never hold out on you like that. Okay, let's begin. Get to your assigned seats. If I stop typing, I either got slimed or the thunder hit my power. Bro genuinely gets slimed just out of nowhere. It's like that one Dante's clips where he's like, the enemy could theoretically get his house burgled into and his head blown off with a shotgun, so there's always a chance I can win. Just randomly slimed. And so, the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Do we do this shit every fucking time? Yes. Set my skills. Do I even have any new skills? Like, I already got a gun in that. I got a gun in... Oh, whoa, whoa, breathing technique. Nothing. Should we view all the BS again? The trick bullets. What do we got? I'm gonna come with blue tarp, wheels, head, hammers. Oh yeah, the proof that the wheels were being maneuvered. Okay, I think we're solid. Let's get this shit.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. Then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened.
Yes.
And the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
Yes, I remember how this works.
Now then, to begin with,
We already know who did it.
was that?
It was Hiro. He does not have an alibi for when the murders took place, and we found him in that suit. Don't try and deny it! You killed them!
Are we serious right now?
I didn't. Someone knocked me out. I was asleep the whole time. I don't know anything about it.
Shut your murdering mouth, murderer!
Alright.
Who are you calling a
Wait, so
murderer?
what's going on right now?
I am sorry to say, Hero, but
Alright.
we do have evidence.
Alright. Luckily, my keyboard just paused for me. You seen that? Both my hands were up. Basically, two people died. The fat guy nobody likes, and then the fucking Taka, the like high-strung ass fucking like class president ass dude that was like, everyone show up in the morning and like all and would be all
Oh
like,
my
everyone
God.
break up. Anyways, those two got slimed.
Holy W.
Right? You have no clue how happy I was when the fat guy died. Are we serious? So them two got slimed, and we were trying to figure out who the killer is. And then we got, oh yeah, Celeste also got attacked by the killer, but she didn't die because they hit her with like some tiny ass hammer. And then they pulled up on Hifumi and whacked him with a hammer, but he didn't die either because they hit him with another hammer and it was like only a bit bigger than the last one. It had like the number 2 on it. Then, I think Celeste said that she saw the robot like go upstairs because she also got a
It should have
picture.
taken shorter, but it'll
Whenever she
take
got
him
attacked.
dying.
But I'll take him dying. Yeah, it is what it is. As long as he actually died. But then, what the fuck?
And all of it was...
Hello? I didn't even press it that time. Are we seeing this? Look, I literally have both. Dog.
It points to you.
I genuinely don't even know what to say. Okay. What the fuck? Okay. At least now it's not going to be cutting back and forth because I have it on not auto. So we thought it was, so it's like this like dude that dressed up as a robot, and we couldn't find Hiro for a while. Then we find him in the closet, or I think Kyoko finds him in the closet, and that also made shit weird too because Kyoko went missing for a good while, and then out of nowhere she finds bro knocked out in a suit. Like, come on, son. So it had to have been one of those two because Byakuya was chilling with Toko, so they have an alibi, and then me, the main character, Celeste, Hina, Sakura, and Kyoko, well, for the beginning, were all together, and then Kyoko split from the group, and everyone else was together except for Kyoko and Hiro. Anyways, let's see if I can actually try to make some. All right, enough of this. It points to you as having.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't know. I don't know.
Is Hiro really the killer, or before anything else, we have to make that clear. That's Hiro's message.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
I don't know anything about that stuff. It's not true. It's a conspiracy.
Hiro, why? Why did you kill them?
No, just hold on a second.
Okay, wait, so it has to be.
Everything everything we found in your room. The blueprints,
The suit parts, they are...
Oh,
No, that's wrong. Are we sure Hero really made those blueprints?
what do you mean?
Well, take a look at this. It's the note that Hero wrote, asking everyone to meet up after Alter Ego disappeared. The handwriting's obviously different, wouldn't you say? When you compare it to the blueprints,
There's no way you could think the same person made both of them.
Unless that person made it a point to disguise their handwriting.
No, the differences are bigger than that, I think.
Come on! I'm not smart enough to think of trying to change my handwriting anyway.
So Makoto, are you saying you don't think Hero's the culprit?
And he's not the only one. I think Hero's innocent as well.
what?
Then who was
What?
in that Robo-Justice suit? Is it like Hero said? Was there really someone running around in a second suit?
The suspicious individual hidden within the suit. Go ahead, Makoto. Tell them who it was.
what the fuck? Why are you? Hello? And of course he passed it off to me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Who was in the Robo-Justice suit?
Suspicious individual in question, the one that must have been in the suit. Hina?
Shoot!
What?
Hero.
Wait.
Oops, it auto-corrected to capital.
I got it!
How is...
Other than Hero, I can't think of anyone else it could have been. Obviously.
Okay, I low-key thought my internet was slimed for a second.
Oh. What's up here? Yeah, I didn't even realize.
But I think the thunder stopped.
Smelly, or melly, smelly.
I should be fine now.
No doubt. Hero is the prime suspect.
That doesn't make any sense. You just said Hero didn't do it.
It makes perfect sense. Hero was the suspicious individual in the suit, but he's not the culprit.
So what you're saying is...
That's right. The culprit in this case has nothing to do with being in the Robo-Justice suit.
Hello?
What? Now
Explain
that's
yourself.
a bold assumption. And what reason do you have to make such a statement?
We hate
You
him.
have a reason, yes.
Of course. But before we get to that, there's something else we need to clarify first. So let's get that out of the way.
Hey, stop trying to boss us around.
Byakuya.
All things have a proper order.
Byakuya?
So what is it? What needs to be clarified?
We must clarify the method of transportation for Taka's lifeless body. It would seem that his corpse was moved using certain particular items. Makoto, can you tell us what they were?
Yes, I can.
I got it!
Wait. Did I not just...
I got it! They were a dolly and a tarp,
Oh,
right?
it was my second item, that's why.
So, let's see. Taka's body disappeared from the equipment room. And then we rediscovered it in the repository. And when we found it for the second time, it was wrapped in a blue tarp, right? It was the same tarp that up until then was stored in the equipment room. So the killer must have seen it there and decided to use it when they moved Taka's body. That way, they wouldn't leave any bloodstains while they were moving it.
Okay, that explains the tar. And the dolly?
Same thing.
Can you just spare the dude who slimed them both?
When we first found Taka's body there. But when
Spare
the
the
body
dude.
disappeared, so did the doll.
Loki, if it's Kyoko,
Later,
then
when Taka's
I would
body
hike
reappeared
his
in the
bear.
repository, so did the doll.
In other words, you think they used the dolly to move the body, am I right? But are you sure you are not mistaken?
Huh?
Are you absolutely positive the dolly was in
I
the
would spare either way since
when
they
you
killed the
found Taka's
Feta.
body? That dolly was made specifically for moving large objects between the repository and the art room. It would be very strange indeed to discover it had made its way to the equipment room. Is it not possible that it was in the repository all along, and you simply didn't realize it?
She's raised an objection. How do you respond?
There is no shame in being wrong, and nobody expects much from you.
damn, holy
anyway.
dick riding.
We have all accepted the fact that you rarely understand what is going on around you.
Why is this hating? Alright, come on. If I can just find them, why the dolly must have been moved from the equipment room to the repository. Let's talk about reloading. Hello? Ammo count. Okay. Oh my god. Alright, if I just hold my hand on the key, on the escape key, we're fine. Oh, but from now on, just locking on and pressing the left mouse button won't be enough to handle it. Hello? Now it'll cost you 1 bullet to destroy a single remark. You can destroy any more statements no matter how locked on you are. What? Over, you can reload by pressing the tab key. Just like locking on, you have to press the tab key in time with the tempo marker. Okay. Basically, just remember
I personally
the tab key
think
now is
Skinwalker did it.
Okay. Alright, are we serious, guys? You'll have to start a favorite time and your ammo will not decrease. That's awesome. Alright.
You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. You miserable wretch. I cannot agree. You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst, you miserable wretch. You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So
Come on,
pathetic.
son.
Lies will get you nowhere.
Oh!
Do your worst. Away with you. I cannot agree.
Hey!
Prove it.
Come on, son. What you know about me?
If you're asking for proof that the dolly moved, I have it right here.
Okay.
When I found the dolly in the repository, one of the wheels had a blood stain on it.
Uh-huh.
There was a pool of blood in the equipment room with a tire mark in it that matched the dolly wheel's tread.
Mm-hmm.
The killer probably rolled the dolly through the blood on accident as they wheeled the body out of the room. And as the blood dried on the tire, they moved the body into the repository. So there's my proof that the dolly was used to move Taka's body.
Well, anyway, that was just something we had to get out of the way.
Yeah, the subject of how Robo Justice didn't do it. Because if it's what kind of robot is it?
Bruh.
I'm not sure that really matters.
I'd be happy to explain why the occupant of the suit couldn't possibly be the killer. If you look back on how the body was transported, it will become immediately
No way it was
obvious.
Celeste, right? Huh.
Wait, I wasn't paying attention right now. Is Celeste the main suspect right now?
No, she's not the main suspect, but I'm starting to think that she
As
could
we
be.
know, Taka was killed in the equipment room. And from there, the body was moved to the repository, correct?
Yeah, the culprit wrapped the body in the tarp, then loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled it off, right?
Now, keep in
Crap, I
mind
said
that
right
the
now
dolly
twice.
doesn't have a handle.
Well,
SMH
yeah,
my head.
But even without a handle, all you'd have to do is bend over. Then you could push the dolly no problem. So the killer just crouched down and carted the body off to the repository.
If you accept everything we just said, then you must realize that whoever was in the suit couldn't possibly be the culprit.
Sorry, I don't think I realize anything.
Oh.
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room. And from there, the body was moved to the repository, correct?
Yeah, the culprit wrapped the body in the tarp, then loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled it off, right?
Now, keep in mind that the dolly doesn't have a handle.
Well, yeah, but even without a handle, all you'd have to do is bend over.
No, that's wrong.
Come on, son.
You're absolutely wrong. But if you were wearing that suit, do you think you could actually get into a position like that?
What do you mean?
Think back to what you said when we were all checking out the suit together. Remember? When you're in that suit, not only can you not see your feet, am I right about that?
Now that you mention
It seems like it'd be awfully hard.
well, what's to stop you from simply pushing the dolly with your feet?
When you can't even see your feet? You really think someone could kick the dolly all that way?
Yeah, it'd be totally impossible! Not that I can say for sure myself.
On top of that, if you were wearing such a rigid, cumbersome suit, it's very unlikely you would have the dexterity to go about wrapping the body in a tarp.
Well, I mean, isn't that just a matter of taking off the suit when you're ready to move the body?
No, you can't take it out by yourself.
I don't think...
That's true. It seems impossible to put the suit on or take it off without help.
Then, you really can't take it off by yourself? Hiro wasn't just making it up?
Of course I wasn't making it up.
If he could have gotten it off by himself, I don't think he would have let us see him wearing it.
That's a good point.
Showing up in the suit was basically an invitation for everyone to suspect it.
Yeah, that's right!
So, it's really, really true that Robo-Justice couldn't have moved the dolly?
To be clear, whoever did move the body, it couldn't have been Hiro in the robot suit, correct?
No, wait. Just a second, if you please. Have you forgotten about the picture that I took?
Uh-huh.
You all got a good look at it, did you not? The image of Hifumi being dragged away by Robo-Justice? If whoever was in that suit is not the culprit, how do you explain that? Besides, do you remember what the now deceased Hifumi said? So long as those facts exist, the proper conclusion is beyond question. The individual inside the suit and the culprit are one and the same. It was Hiro, without a doubt. Yeah, that's gotta be right.
Hold on a second!
It's still far too early to reach that conclusion. Besides, there's no hurry to decide who did it. Before we rush to a verdict, instead of seizing on one viewpoint, the truth is uncovered by analyzing things from every...
Perhaps, but where do we go from here?
Let's review this series of unfortunate events from the beginning. Maybe we'll uncover something new.
Okay.
What a pain in the ass!
I don't disagree, but our lives are on the line. If this is what it takes, we have to do it.
Plus, maybe we'll get to find out where the heck Kyoko was when everything went down.
All right then, let's
I'm
take
glad
another look back
somebody
at what
said something.
happened. I suppose we could start
But
with
Celeste
this
is
morning.
acting weird.
4 of us gathered together in the dining hall. Makoto, Hina, Kyoko, and myself. We waited there for quite a while, but nobody else showed up, so we went to look for everyone. That was around 8 a.m.
And as soon as we split up, Kyoko went missing.
Soon after that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room and quickly came to get Makoto and me.
It seems I was unconscious for about an hour after I was attacked by my mystery assailant. I know it was an hour because I remember being attacked a little after 7.
That was when we saw Celeste's picture and discovered that her assailant had been wearing a strange costume. As it turns out, it was Robo-Justice. It also soon became clear that this same Robo-Justice had abducted Hifumi. We were soon joined in our search by Byakuya and Toko, and then went on to find Hifumi in the library. He was injured, so we took him to the nurse's office and resumed our search for the suspect. But not long after leaving the nurse's office,
When Celeste told us that, we decided to split up and search the second floor. And soon after that,
I saw someone moving around on the 3rd floor, and I yelled out to everyone as soon as I did.
That is also suspicious, because, like, you know, that's a way to get us all split up, and that's how she was able to stay down there with Hina.
and then At that point, we decided to divide up into two groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office, while Sakura, Byakuya, and Toko chased after the suspect. When we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi, dead. And that's when we heard the body discovery announcement. I left Celeste and Hina there and headed back to the third floor to let the others know what had happened.
Meanwhile, we had just discovered Taka's body in the equipment room. We must have found both bodies at almost exactly the same time.
Are we serious, bro? Can't take my
Because
eyes
we
off
heard
it
the
for
same
a
announcement
second.
not long after we discovered his body.
And that's when I told you guys about Hifumi. Then the three of us headed for the nurse's office. But right after we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who'd arrived after us, and she told us something very surprising. We rushed back to the nurse's office and saw that she was right.
Okay.
Then we remembered we'd left Toko passed out in the equipment room, so we hurried back again. But when we got there, we discovered that now Taka's body had also gone missing. Next thing we knew, we were searching the school for two missing dead bodies. And after some time...
Celeste informed us that she found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository, which is where we rediscovered the corpses.
I think that about covers it.
I see. The whole thing sounds exceptionally complicated. It certainly seems to me that these are not a simple series of connected events.
Okay, well, if that's true, then what?
Rather than a single series of events, I think we have to consider each murder a separate situation. And from there, we can uncover the contradictions surrounding all of them. Now then, let's get started, beginning with what happened to Taka.
Huh. Monokuma File 3.
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before
Am I supposed
Hifumi,
to...
or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
So, regarding Taka's death,
Huh, right.
I wonder if he died before Hifumi,
Or perhaps it was. We already know what order Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Fuck.
Because of the number.
It's true that Hifumi was while Taka's death.
See? So it's obvious
I have
Taka
to
came.
copy the order.
So, I wonder if perhaps it was after.
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say?
Because of the numbering of the
Justice hammers. No, that's wrong.
Boom. Come on, son.
Hold on. There's no reason to assume that the hammers were used in the same order as their numbers. If anything, that's just another way the killer tried to disguise their actions.
So you're saying the culprit wanted us to think the hammers were used in order, but in reality Taka was killed before Hifumi? Okay then, let's see the proof.
We have the note, don't we? Hangman's Gambit. I forgot what this is. Oh, fuck. Written. Is it written note? Writing. Wristwatch? Where my H at?
Now I understand.
I'm the goat at this shit.
I got it. Taka's wristwatch. See? Look. It broke with the hands pointing just past 6 o'clock.
It must have gotten broken when he was attacked by the killer. Because as of last night, so if it wasn't broken after 6 last night, then he must have been attacked around 6 this morning.
And that would be his official time of death.
But if that's true, then he was killed well before Hifumi.
And before Celeste was attacked this morning, which happened around 7.
That's right. Taka was killed before any of the other incidents took place.
That simple fact slipped past all of us. We made the wrong assumption about the order of events, all because...
That's exactly why the culprit wrote the numbers on each hammer and had them increase in size. That way, when we saw how they were used in each incident...
Now, if Taka was killed around 6, then everyone's alibis for his murder go out the window. Because when he was killed, we hadn't met up in the dining hall yet.
That may be true in the case of Taka's murder, but all of our alibis still hold true for Hifumi's death.
That's right. With him, at least, we're all safe. When we heard Hifumi screaming, we were all together. Except for Hiro and Kyoko. Then we all ran down to the nurse's office, and that's where we found his body. That's totally true! We're all in the clear!
Oh, I know! They must have recorded him screaming on a tape or something, then played it later on!
If that's true, where's the tape?
I don't know.
Don't just go making stuff up!
Anyway, we all have rock solid alibi since all of us were there together. Clear.
And it does not stop there. There was also the moment when we discovered his body had disappeared. When his body vanished from the nurse's office, Hina and I were in the bathroom together, while everyone else was in the equipment room, correct? And then there's the disappearance of Taka's body from the equipment room. At that time, we were all gathered together in the nurse's office because of Hifumi going missing. Well, don't forget, I was passed out in the equipment room the whole time.
Wait, then what if Genocide Jill did it? She could have dragged Taka's body out of there right then!
Even if she could pull that off, there's no way she could have done the same with Hifumi's body. Because, as we just established, she was passed out in the equipment room when his body disappeared.
Besides, I didn't do either of them anyway. In other words, it is impossible that any of us could have killed Hifumi or moved either of their bodies. On the other hand, Hiro and Kyoko had disappeared, so they most certainly could have done those things.
So what now, Kyoko?
For now, we can't get fixated on who did it, or we'll just keep going around in circles. So instead of who, I propose we start talking about how. In particular, I think we need to figure out how Hifumi's body got moved.
That's true. We searched everywhere, but we couldn't figure out how to explain his body disappearing. And according to what Celeste said,
How the fuck did they get away with it?
his body apparently disappeared in the 1 minute her and Hina took their eyes off of it.
Unless they work together.
To carry that much weight from the first floor up to the third?
Oh man, yeah! There's no way! It'd be impossible!
Well, what if I told you there was a way to make the impossible possible?
What? How?
If the dead body were to move itself.
Huh?
The dead body moved on its own?
No! Not another... Go!
I don't think it has anything to do with the occult. I think what she's implying is, we thought Hifumi was dead, but perhaps in reality he was still alive.
He was alive?
Are you saying Hifumi wasn't carried out of the nurse's office, but simply walked out on his own?
But I mean, we found his body. He was dead.
Perhaps he was simply playing dead.
That it isn't possible.
He did say those words when we found him in the room. Okay.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found.
Ooh.
Shoot!
Oh, fuck.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi, there's a chance he was actually
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body. Hifumi's dead body had been found, and that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Are you saying that when we first found there's a chance he...
No. Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body. Hifumi's dead, and that is why we really.
Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
I'm sure that the body discovery announcement was only made once, but Ifuma and Taki's bodies were discovered at almost exactly the same time.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi, there's a chance he...
No. Hifumi was dead.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovered. Hifumi's dead body had been found, and that is why the announcement.
Are we really? So maybe the announcement was
intended to signal someone else's
discovery.
Shoot!
Oh my god, wait, I'm throwing. What the fuck? Hello?
Are you saying that when we first found him, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No. It is impossible. Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body discovery announcement. Hifumi's dead body had been found, and that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Are you saying that when we first there's a chance he was actually...
No. It is Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body Hifumi's dead body
had been found.
Oh my god, wait, was that the one I did earlier? Fuck, I'm such a... Yeah, that was. Jesus Christ.
Are you saying that when we first there's a chance he was actually...
No. Hifumi was dead, and you know that shortly you heard the body discovery Hifumi's dead body, and that is...
Are we really? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Are you saying that when we first found him, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No. It is if Hifumi was dead, and you know that shortly you heard the body discover Hifumi's dead body, and that is why the announcement was...
Are we really? Maybe the announcement was
Intended to signal someone else's discovery.
What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh my god. Jesus fucking Christ. Bro, just let me reset already, bro. Just... Guess I want to give it another shot.
I refuse to give up yet!
I refuse to give up yet. Alright, come on, bro. What the fuck? Wait. Oh my god. Am I supposed to use this stupid ass...
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No. It is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No.
Oh my god, I'm trying to...
Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Hold on. Wait.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi...
Whoa.
No. It is impossible. Hifumi was...
W cells.
Oh, okay.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body of Hifumi's dead body, and that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement...
Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. This...
Are you...
Get this BS, stop!
There's a chance you know. Hifumi was dead, and you know that surely you heard the body of Hifumi's dead, and that is...
Are we really? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Okay. Alright, now... we're locked in.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance you...
No. Hifumi was dead, and you know that how? Surely you heard the body of Hifumi's dead body had been found, and that is why the announcement...
Are we really? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Are you saying that when we first... there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No. It is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
It's the last one.
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal.
Wait. Because I'm not even trying to have to run this back. What? I literally searched it up.
Are you saying
I have-
there's a chance you...
No. Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body of Hifumi is dead, and that is
Are we really? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Look, they
Are
literally.
you saying that when we first there's a chance
He was actually.
No.
Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body of
Hifumi's dead body had been found.
There it
No,
is.
that's wrong.
Okay. Cool.
Was the body discovery announcement that was made really intended for Hifumi?
Look,
Of
there we
course
go.
it
There we
was.
go.
The announcement played right after we discovered his body.
Maybe. But that was also the same time that Taka's body was found.
That's right. It wasn't long after finding his body that we heard the announcement.
So there's a good chance we made a mistake in there somewhere. I think we confused whether the announcement was for Hifumi or Taka.
First of all, if two bodies had been found,
Bro, all the
there
sweats
wouldn't
are
have
still
been two
alive.
announcements.
Maybe Monokuma simply got lazy and rolled them together into one.
What do you
Hop
say?
on LUH, bro.
Any comment?
Don't worry.
Well, it's a very sensitive issue, so I can't go into too much detail. But what I can say about the body discovery announcement is that it's only broadcast when 3 or more people find a dead body for the first time.
That didn't answer our question, man. We're asking if you're a lazy bum.
No, actually, that was plenty.
Huh?
He said it's only broadcast when a body is discovered for the first time, which means even if we find the same body again later, he won't make the announcement again. If that's true, then why was the announcement made again later on?
Huh? Later on?
Exactly. We heard the body discovery announcement twice.
Second body discovery announcement. The first one I played was when we found each body in the nurse office in the equipment room. The second time was when just after Hifumi came back to life. Oh.
Shoot!
Embarrassing.
I got it! We heard it
Bruh.
the second time in the
My fault.
repository when we rediscovered the two bodies.
Is this true? Damn. He's right.
It didn't seem weird at the time, but it contradicts what Monokuma just told us, doesn't it?
Hop on, little bro.
Exactly. If we were actually rediscovering both bodies, the announcement
Hold on, let me
shouldn't have
finish up
played.
this trial and I got you.
And in reality, when the two dead bodies were rediscovered, one of them was actually being discovered for the first time.
So, when we found Hifumi the first time, meaning he wasn't actually found dead until we came upon him in the repository.
And that's just part of it. There's one other thing that leads me to believe he was still alive in the nurse's office.
Oh, I know, because he was super good at playing dead!
That is the worst luck, but honestly, I do not think there's any.
Okay then, let's take another look, then it should become clear whether he was.
Bro called Miss Snow White the Emperor of the Snowy Islands, lil bro.
Bro called Miss Snowy the Emperor of the Snowy Islands, lil bro. What? Hello? There has to be proof that Hifumi was still alive. Fuck. Hifumi's glasses! Oh yeah, they became like brand spanking new.
Well, here's one thing we do know. The first time we found Hifumi's pen, his body disappeared.
And the
Also
next
TPS
time we
is
saw
like
his
absurdly
body,
loud.
It was in the repository.
But when you compare his body before
I
he
might change that,
moved
appreciate
and his
it.
body after he moved, other than the change in how it was
positioned,
there was no
notable difference.
No, that's wrong. In fact, there was one clear difference between Hifumi and his glasses. That fact alone proves that he was only playing.
Perhaps you'd like to fill the rest of us in?
When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood. But when we found him again later in the repository, they were spotless. And I found the item he used to wipe them clean in the nurse's office trash can.
Oh.
I got it!
Let's
Was
go.
the glasses clean? And the mascot on the cloth is the same one that's on the digital camera, right? And whose digital camera was it? Hifumi's, of course.
The character was Princess Piggles from Demon Angel Pretty Pudgy.
I highly doubt anyone but Hifumi would have brought something like this to school.
Okay, hold
I
on.
see your point. And the only people here who wear glasses are...
I wouldn't be caught dead using a tacky piece of garbage like that.
A few tissues is all I need to keep my glasses clean.
Then there's no question. It'd be...
So what you're saying...
What I'm saying is, the blood on his glasses was wiped away using his own glass.
Even if that is true, it does not mean he wiped the blood off himself.
But who would benefit from a clean pair of glasses other than...
That's a good point.
Then it must have been him.
So let's assume that Hifumi was still alive in the nurse's office. He pretends to be dead. Then when he's alone, he stands up and walks out, and with that, the impossible task of moving his copious corpse becomes possible, wouldn't you say?
But then, if he was just pretending to be dead, what was with all that blood? Was it paint or something?
The fridge in the nurse's office contains packs of blood for emergency.
He figured if he was gonna play dead, he should go all out, so he just dumped it everywhere! But he got crazy with it and had to wipe his glasses off when he was done!
And if Hifumi was still alive at that point, the disappearance of Taka's body is easily explained. It should be perfectly obvious who must have moved Taka's corpse.
Hifumi?
I got it! It could only have been Hifumi.
While we were all gathered in the nurse's office, he went to the equipment room and took Taka's body.
That also explains how the door to the repository got locked.
The door was locked?
Oh my god, it was
Well,
Celeste.
After the bodies disappeared, we all went looking for them, right? So me and Sakura headed for the repository. But when we got there, the door was locked.
And the repository door can only be locked from the inside. Which means when Hina and Sakura got to the repository, someone was already inside.
And it could only have been Hifumi, who just finished stashing Taka's body there.
He convinced us all he was dead, and when he saw his chance, he dragged Taka's body to the repository. So, Hifumi wasn't just another victim in this case. He was one of the assailants.
But
Oh shit.
that means he took part in the murders.
I just can't believe it.
If you're having trouble, would you like me to show you one more piece of evidence?
There's more?
Oh, absolutely. The single biggest fact pointing to his involvement has yet to be revealed. You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The item he took off of Taka's lifeless body?
The note. Oh. Embarrassing.
Shoot!
What do you steal from me?
Turn this off and come play League.
I told you I will, but I gotta finish this. Is this the note Hifumi had? Is this the one?
I got it!
That's the one.
You're
I was
talking
the- I
about
was
the
talking about
note
the wrong
Hifumi
note.
had hidden away, aren't you?
Yes.
Hidden.
That's right. We
What?
Okay, well,
That's the note I was telling you about. Huh? Wait, Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else.
see.
It's not the same.
In other words, the killer got in touch with, and that person could only have been. I got it! That's right!
Sorry, Hifumi's
Taka.
pants were throwing me off.
The killer used this note.
Hello? I don't really understand what's going on, but so whoever wrote it wasn't drawing out TikTok. They were
Just.
oh, yes.
Okay. Go home, wristwatch, Hifumi's glasses, glasses cleaning cloth.
Genocide.
You had the note, right? Then the person
What a
it was
name.
intended for must have been happy.
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to meet?
6 a.m., I believe.
The time doesn't matter. The note has nothing to do with TikTok.
Oh no, I said 6 a.m. What happened at 6 a.m.? Yes.
Happy had the note, right? Then the person it was must have been happy.
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to meet?
6 a.m., I believe.
The time doesn't matter. The note has nothing to do with TikTok.
Boom!
No, that's wrong.
Let's go.
No, they're absolutely.
What the hell are you?
The note said to meet at 6 a.m. We've already proven that using it, but there's more. Look where the equipment room, right?
Which is where Taka was killed.
So, Taka was murdered at both the time. I think that should be plenty to show that this note was definitely meant.
Well, no further objections.
Then someone used that note to trick Taka. The culprit really is a.
But if they gave the note to Taka,
Stuffed down his pants. No.
Most likely, Hifumi stole it off Taka's corpse.
huh?
Where's your proof? Go.
I got it! When I searched Taka's body, I saw that his lifeless hand was gripping a small scrap of paper. If I'm right about this, I knew it! It fits perfectly with the note we.
Then Taka's scrap.
Yup. They're from the same.
Hifumi had the note meant for Taka, while Taka's corpse.
Hop on R.
There is only one way to
Hop
explain
on
it.
her. I will right now in a sec.
Taka died
Trying to finish
clutching
up
the
this
note.
Hop on
motherfucker.
RL.
Tried to free the
I'm
note
trying to
from
finish
the
up this
stack.
goddamn.
leaving behind only one small scrap. Did I get all that?
That means Hifumi knew that.
Exactly. Which proves that he was in a...
Whoa, yeah. After seeing all this, in fact, he was behind the whole thing!
Sorry. When we found him in the repository, the second body discovered.
So then,
Whoever did is the mastermind.
He was killed in the repository. So he must have been killed not long...
So, he must have been
Genocide did it.
after Taka's body vanished, but before we found both bodies in the repository.
During that time, we'd all split up. In other words, during that time.
wait! But me and Sakura... Stop trying to steal the spotlight! Who are you calling?
Anyway, when they were killed bothers me too. But the
And what might that
the weapon they used to kill
The weapon?
Yeah, because I mean, the way Taka and Hifumi were killed was almost the same. With them, but Justice Hammer 3 and 4 were still laying around in the nurse's office and equipment. So if Hifumi was killed in the repository, the culprit would have had to grab one of the hammers, kill Hifumi, then put the hammer back where they found it. But wouldn't that be seriously...
I'm surprised. It seems there's some semblance of a brain.
Hell yeah! It's...
He's right, though. The Monokuma file makes it clear that if the hammers were all...
So the question is, how could the culprit have gotten there personally? I haven't... So which hammer was used to attack Celeste?
Those were accounted for in other rooms too. And I don't think either one...
Is it not possible they used a different
I
weapon?
don't think it is possible.
So then, what was...
Oh my god, okay. Spotless hammer.
What was used to kill Hifumi? Was it Justice Hammer 3? Maybe Justice Hammer 4?
Well, whatever it was, there's one thing we have to figure out. How was the culprit able to move around so freely with the weapon? How did nobody witness them carrying it?
Sounds like a Justice Hammer 5 is about to make its appearance! Check out murdergear.com/hammertime for more info!
Alright.
Well, one thing seems pretty clear. The murder weapon had to be one of the Justice Hammers! And,
That's about it.
What the, Hifumi was killed in a repository, right? So if the weapon used to kill both of them were actually similar...
What was used to kill Hifumi? Was it Justice Hammer 3? Maybe Justice Hammer 4?
Well, whatever it was, there's one thing. How was the culprit able to... How did nobody witness them carrying it?
Sounds like a Justice Hammer 5 is about to make its appearance! Check out murdergear.com/hammertime for more info!
well, one thing, the murder weapon had to be one of the Justice... And,
That's about it.
What? Oh my god, bro. Hold on now. Almost cut the repository. Okay, nice.
What was used to kill Hifumi? Was it Justice Hammer 3? Maybe Justice Hammer 4?
Well, whatever it was, there's one thing we have to figure out. How was the culprit able to move around so freely with the weapon? How did nobody witness them carrying it?
Sounds like a Justice Hammer 5 is about to make its appearance!
Hold on.
Check out murdergear.com/hammertime for more info!
well, one thing seems pretty clear. The murder weapon had to be one of the Justice Hammers! And, that's about it.
Okay.
What was used to kill Hifumi? Was it Justice Hammer 3? Maybe Justice Hammer 4?
Well, there's one. How was the culprit? How did nobody...
Sounds like a Justice... Check out murdergear.com...
Well,
The murder weapon had to be one of the...
There we go.
No, that's wrong. But for some reason, one of them had been...
Huh?
And the reason it had been scrubbed clean was if the hammer got covered in Hifumi's blood. I'd also like to point out that the repository has, and even some flat mallet. I think whoever made the Justice Hammers used those as a basis.
If that's true, that would explain the
So Hifumi moved Taka's body to the repository, where someone then used the hammer to...
And whoever did that is the true killer. The one Hifumi was working with. Hold on a moment. I still think it's strange to assume someone was the way the graduation rule works. So the idea that anyone would work together like that is simply...
But he has an obsession with Celeste, so it makes perfect sense. He would do anything for her.
Based on the rules that have been made, even if more than one, only the one who actually carried out the act can, assuming the rule holds true. It is simply impossible that two people work together.
That is how the rule was.
But that only really applies if there, in this case, however, there were two murders.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one, only the one who actually assumed...
I am a listen to tunes LMK when you on.
Only really applies
In this case, however, there were two murders.
Based on the rules, even if more than one, only the one who actually, assuming the rule holds true. It is...
No, that's wrong. Since there were two murders, it's at least...
What do you mean?
If there'd only been one murder, then yes, the idea of an accomplice isn't really worth considering. Naturally, if only one person can be saved per murder, an accomplice has no risk versus reward benefit.
Risk versus reward.
The payoff for working together. The reward that balances out the risk of taking part in a scheme. There's no point in being someone's accomplice, however, if there were some potential mutual reward for the risk, then...
You're saying that two people could act as each other's accomplices to commit two separate murders.
I think that's what the true killer told Hifumi. They would each have an accomplice for their crime. And based on the case's events, Hifumi would have been the first one to act, murdering Taka. They made him carry out the first murder so he couldn't back out of helping them later on.
So in this case, there wasn't one single person committing multiple murders. Instead, each person killed someone, creating two separate incidents.
Holy shit.
And it only looked like one person because that's how the true killer designed it to look.
Dude, she was acting mad weird, yo. It all makes
A
sense.
single suspicious individual, a similar weapon used in each crime, disappearing bodies. By creating one seamless set of circumstances, they made it look like one person was behind it all.
The mastermind picked their target and managed to convince him to go along with their plan. And then, to avoid the no accomplices rule, they which, if true, means that betraying Hifumi was part of the plan from the...
That's just...
You think so? I can't help but admire its cunning. Still, their choice of accomplice seems... odd.
I understand how an accomplice could be involved, but that's problem numero uno.
I know exactly who it is. Okay.
Here's my answer.
Boom.
It was Celeste.
Boom.
So I'm the suspicious individual now, am I? I really do hate...
A joke?
So what you are saying, then, is that the idea that I would choose to that I would go within 10 feet of that shit from brain that lazy.
Just to be clear, there is evidence to
Is that so?
It is. Throughout the investigation, there was certain behavior that was common only to the two of you. Considering what we've learned so far, it only further...
I got it! The behavior they had in common has to do with the suspicious individual in the suit, doesn't it? The only ones who ever actually saw Robo-Justice firsthand were Celeste and Hifumi.
Shush. The adults. As he said, only Celeste and Hifumi ever laid eyes on the costumed individual. If we accept that Hifumi was one of the culprits, we can't help but suspect what Celeste has said as well.
Are you saying everything they told us was a lie?
After taking Hifumi to the nurse's office, we all began our search for this individual, correct? And not too long after that, do you remember what Celeste said? We headed to the second floor, specific next, to draw us all to the physics lab up on the third floor.
She let out a blood.
And when we'd all come to see what was wrong... Once she'd done her job of getting it was time for her partner,
It was to get us to divide into two groups.
in fact, Celeste was precisely the one who proposed that we split. Well, if Celeste and Hifumi were working together, all those and on top of that, that piercing cry of yours earlier... That was to signal Hifumi, wasn't it? It was your way of telling him, we are on the third floor, everything's going according to plan. Why else would you let out a scream that could have...
I just realized another when we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, who we now know was... Celeste, you were the first one. You wanted to make sure we wouldn't have any...
I don't believe...
Hina, you were with Celeste when Hifumi's body disappeared, right?
Yeah? I was... Wait!
She wasn't worried about you. She just saw a chance to help Hifumi sneak out of the nurse's office.
Each piece isn't much by itself, but start putting them together and wouldn't you agree?
I have no idea what you...
Don't bother trying to... You made one fatal mistake.
Oh, did
I didn't even catch it myself when you first said it, but looking back, I can say that one little slip-up was your undoing. I'm talking about what you said after Hifumi's body disappeared and we returned to the nurse's office.
I remember her saying that too, but...
Then pay attention. Sakura, Toko, and I were first to discover Taka. Then Makoto showed up and told us Hifumi had been killed. So Sakura and I left once we were in the hall. We ran into Celeste, and the four of us headed to the nurse's office. Now, the entire time we were together, none of us said anything about Taka. Think about it. Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. It was complete.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about.
You hear that, Celeste? Everyone's having some... If you're really not the culprit, you shouldn't have any problem.
How would she have known about both deaths if nobody had mentioned it and she said those guys?
All I said, they must really be enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They must be positive we are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys died. And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes to finish this. What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
What? figure it out here somewhere. Come on, doesn't make any sense. Okay.
Shoot!
Must be a contradiction in there somewhere.
All I said was... They must really be enjoying the sight of us. They must be...
We are all going to die here. We are going to die. Just like those guys died.
And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes. What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
All I said was...
They must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They must be positively elated. We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys died.
And that is all.
And that's all it takes to think. What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
Okay, well now I'm extra confused because I thought, yeah, with that. What's so strange about what she said is
All I
she
said
said
was...
those guys. But
They
where
must
do I
really
shoot the
be
bullet?
enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They must be positively elated. We are all going to die here.
Oh my god.
We are going to die, just like those guys died. And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes to finish. What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
Wait, what? Oh, bro, I did it in the wrong fucking order.
All I said... They must really be enjoying the sight of us.
They must be positively elated. We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys died.
And that is all.
And that's all it takes. What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
I got it now, I got
All
it.
I said... They must really be enjoying the sight of us. They must be...
We are all going to die. We are going to die.
Just like...
There we go.
No, that's wrong. That's right. There's no reason Celeste should have said, just like those guys, when she said that. None of us...
Exactly. And we didn't run into her until after we were all out, so there was never any chance for her to have...
So how did you know so? How did you know more than one person had been killed? And how did you know they were both gone? Because Kyoko had also disappeared, right? So she could have been...
You all have such vivid
Imagination.
You claim that I was lying when I... Then what about the picture I... How do you explain this picture of the...
It has to be so Celeste. Put the suit on. And then...
Have you so quickly forgotten? You, plus, I happen to... In other words, it is an unassailable fact if everything I told you was a little simple.
Are we sure that's really a picture of the suspect dragging?
What could you possibly mean by that?
Surely there are other explanations.
No, there...
I got it! It's not a picture of the suspect. I would say it's a picture of Hifumi dragging the suspect away.
That's certainly within the realm of possibility. The one being dragged off in that picture isn't Hifumi, but the person in the robot suit. We've simply been led to believe that it's the other way around. And the strange costume might only exist if you saw someone wearing something like that in this situation.
That's what happened! You put me to sleep and made me out to be the bad...
Is utter Hifumi was dragging him, is it? Then shut your mouth and...
Oh, fuck. Let's see. Just blueprints. His costume, Yasuhiro's message.
You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out. Then you just dragged me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight. You tried to make me look like the bad guy.
Like I said, ridiculous. As you can see in the picture, if the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up straight like that.
Then the fortune-telling idiot is the culprit after all!
Go away! You dressed me up in that suit after then you just tried to make me look
Like I said, as you can see in the picture, if the person in there's no way they could stand up straight.
No, that's wrong.
Come on, son.
No. Even if the person, because that robo-justice suit...
That's right! They totally made a mistake.
I'm not so sure. I think the suit was designed from the...
Celeste and Hifumi took the suit they'd specially designed it. That's how they were able to fake that whole... The point of it all was to make us believe what...
Well then, I suppose...
Checkmate? Don't make me laugh, you idiot! What do you mean, check? So clearly, you want to cram me into your little guilty box. Well, have you already forgotten? When we asked him who had attacked, he said, in other words, Yasuhiro.
Wait, but my name isn't really Yasuhiro!
Your confusing statements don't make any sense.
He did say Yasuhiro, but are we sure he was...
What the hell?
Kyoko.
Think back to how Hifumi, how did he refer to each of us?
I got it! That's right! Our last name!
Exactly. I know I heard him say Mr. Naegi, so if Hifumi did mean to say Hiro's name...
I'm sure it was just indecent.
Don't talk.
Random chance. Now isn't that a convenient... No. There's no reason to, but he must have run out of energy before...
So Hifumi was trying to tell us...
But the name he said doesn't...
Well, no. And that's Celeste. She...
What? To think you take your false accusation so far? Come on! Enough of this
Shit.
idiotic blather! Yasuhiro is a loser's name! Well, what? I think I...
Okay, then fill us in.
Fine! Make sure my real name is Celestia Ludenberg. Could you please stop?
Oh, fuck.
Hifumi was trying to tell us something. He wanted us to know the killer's last name, Yasuhiro.
If there's one person here who might have that last name...
It would have to be you, Celeste. You haven't told anyone what your real name is.
How many times do I have to tell you? My name is... Celestia Ludenberg! God damn it!
How long do you plan to go on pretending?
I'm not pretending. It's the truth. And since you have no way to contradict me, that's the only truth there is! Moron!
Hifumi was trying to tell us something. He wanted us to know the killer's last name,
If there's one person,
It would have to be you, Celeste.
how many times
How long do you plan to go?
I'm not pretending, and since you have no way to contradict me,
Oh my
truth
god.
there is! Moron!
I forgot. I have to fucking break those.
Hifumi was she wanted us to know the killer. If there's one person,
It would have to be you, Celeste.
how many times
How long do you plan?
I'm not pretending, and since you have no way to contradict, that's the only truth there is! Moron!
Bro.
Hifumi was she wanted us to know the killer. If there's one person,
It would have to be you, Celeste.
how many times
How long do you plan?
I'm not pretending, and since
You have no way to
contradict me,
Oh, thank God.
Oh you she eyes.
Ooh shit. Fuck you mean, ooh shit.
That's it. The hand.
what?
Anytime you turn your handbook on, Monokuma told us. So all we have to do is that's how we can find that.
That's, I mean,
Celeste, can you please just tell please?
even when I'm put in check, it's just because until the game's over, you're
Fine then. Let me go over the case again, and that'll bring.
Oh, it's climax time. Okay. So. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh yeah, it is climax time.
What's this? 1 in the morning? Wait. Oh, this is Hifumi killing Taka. Taka died first, no? Hold on. Hello? Oh my god. Hold on. Whoa. Come on now. Just this hammer 4 was used. 3. So now it's just that.
The killer is
Alright.
you! Before anything, the killer persuaded someone to help carry out the murder. And that person was... Hifumi. With an accomplice, the killer was able to execute a number of otherwise impossible schemes. First, they convinced someone to meet them in the rec room last night at 1 in the morning. That someone they met with was Hiro. The murderous duo intended to pass Hiro off as the prime suspect. So when they met up with him, they drugged him, knocked him out, and stuffed him into the Robo-Justice suit. Next, Hifumi positioned himself to make it look like Robo-Justice was attacking him. While the killer used a digital camera, they did all this just to create evidence that when they were done with him, they shoved him, still unconscious, into the pool room locker. And then finally, at 6 a.m., they moved into the murder phase of their plan. They called Taka to the equipment room. And that's where Hifumi killed him, making it the scene of the first murder. The murder weapon was Justice Hammer 4, which was left there. The reason Hammer number 4 was used was to create confusion about the order of the crimes. So, next they falsified 2 more assault incidents. For these attacks, the killers pretended to be the victims, to solidify Robo-Justice as the suspect. The first fake incident was the attack in the wreck there. The killers wanted us to see Justice Hammer 1, and the Robo-Justice pitch, they wanted to make sure we bought the surprise attack store. The second fake incident was the attack in the library. This time, they planted Justice Hammer 2, and injured with these 2 incidents, the killers were able to create a certain preconception that the suspect was increasing the size of the hammers and attacking people in order as they did. We fell right into their trap and started looking for the suspect based. While we did that, we left Hifumi alone in the nurse's office. This was exactly what Hifumi was hoping for. He took a blood packet from the refrigerator and Justice Hammer 3 and turned the room into a crime scene in which he himself had apparently been brutally murdered. He let out a scream to draw us back, and when... Meanwhile, the other group that had been out searching found Taka's body at the same time. So when we heard the body discovery announcement, we naturally assumed it was for Hifumi. We left the nurse's office, and Hifumi once again took advantage of the situation. He simply got up and made his... When we learned his body had disappeared, we all rushed back, and once again, Hifumi had the chance he was waiting for. This time, he snuck into the equipment room.
No way.
He wrapped Taka's body in a tarp and used the dolly to move it all the way down to the repository. That explains how each of the bodies disappeared. But even Hifumi didn't know what the true killer had in mind for their final act. Their plan all along was to kill Hifumi and get rid of the one person who could betray them. And they did it using an ordinary, everyday hammer from the repository. That should cover everything that happened.
Okay.
Celeste! Sorry, you lose.
Let's go.
I lost? When was the last time they hang heavy?
Then you admit it?
Listen to Celeste Taiko. Yasuhiro is fine.
Taiko?
So, you've...
I'm the kind of person, once I've lost, I don't like things to drag on.
Interest.
Damn. All right. Let's go.
Okay, Monokuma. Or, no, I suppose this is the end.
It is indeed the moment if you would. Please, and when the votes are tallied, will you make the right choice?
Alright. Celeste execution. Damn, this happened so fast. I thought for sure she was gonna give it one final argument.
What?
It's basically a formality at this point, but once again, you're totally correct. The black in this time, the true killer who has devised the whole stinking scheme was Celestia Ludenberg, or more precisely, Taiko Yasuhiro.
Honestly.
I lost. Well, that sucks. I guess trying to work with someone else was a mistake after all. Hifumi's ineptitude was beyond all my calculations.
I knew it.
So you really did approach Hifumi with this plan. But how did you get him to agree? I can't imagine he would have happily agreed to commit murder. I'm sure she lied on her specialty. Lying. My specialty? Don't make me laugh. I didn't have to lie to get him to agree.
So then...
Then did you use, you know... I knew you'd figure it out, Kyoko. You're absolutely right. To get Hifumi to act as my accomplice,
Indeed.
I used her. For everyone who's still left, I'll avoid mentioning it by name, but it was the one thing Hifumi and Taka were both super into. Does she mean... Is she talking about alter ego?
Say what?
What? What are you talking
Just
about?
a second.
Don't interrupt. We're in the middle of a very important conversation here. I'm totally out of the loop as per usual. How sad.
In other words...
Then you're the one that stole it?
Indeed.
That's right.
I see.
And you used it to drag Hifumi into the plan you'd come up with. Right again. Last night after we had our meeting about how it disappeared, I paid Hifumi a little visit. What are you doing here?
Actually...
I was hoping I could talk to you alone. It is about what was stolen. I know who did it.
What? Are you okay with this?
It was Taka. He stole it.
So
I have
then...
proof. Would you like to see it?
Damnation!
You are correct, which is why Taka forced me to steal it.
Say what?
As for me...
Please forgive me. He threatened me.
As for me...
I don't know. It was hard for me to say. He abused me.
What?
Took pictures, said if I did not do this, he would show them to everyone. So I had no choice.
Damnation! Say what?
It was amazing how completely he bought it. I can't express how enjoyable that was.
Completely
Most unfortunate.
Please wait. If you go now, you'll be playing right into his hands.
Actually...
Taka is planning to use her to escape, and he has made you his target. Escape? You don't mean. Taka's going to try to kill you.
Indeed.
And also he can keep her to himself.
Completely.
Honestly.
Can we allow him to continue with these barbaric acts?
I swear!
Actually...
Then would you like to join with me? It just so happens I have come up with a plan. I have devised a way to reclaim what he has stolen and escape this dreadful scheme. And with that, it is complete. Oh, nothing.
I see.
Indeed.
But...
Huh? Let's see.
Well.
Are you okay with...
So in the end...
What the heck?
Well,
Don't be mean!
I wonder about that.
Why?
What the heck?
But...
You little... Hey! You little bitch!
This is fine. Honestly. As for me, isn't it wonderful?
Hello?
This is fine. There is nothing to be done.
Just the worst.
Oh. Do you understand?
What is this?
Yes, indeed. Isn't it wonderful?
Hey...
That statement itself must have been her final lie. And that weak, fake smile is what betrayed her.
Thrills! Chills!
You all done? Okay, then
Kills!
let's get rolling. The black and disturbed the peace, and they must pay
Now
their
then,
price.
I
Now then.
prepared a very special putt. Let's give it everything.
I guess I'll let Kyoko hold on to this.
What?
Will it really give you the hope you're looking for? I can't say I ever saw it that way. Which is why, actually, it's... Well then, perhaps we'll meet again. In another life.
Very odd last words. Damn, one of my favorite characters. No! Two of my least favorite to get traded off for a top 2 favorite. Ah, this hurts. What the fuck? The burning of the Versailles Witch. Wow. They're really burning her at the stake. Hello? No way, did she get sniped by the fucking... Hello? Jesus Christ. I thought it was gonna be some kind of gambler thing. It was just a fire truck that came in from out of nowhere. It's over. The third execution is over. Celeste's death is over. Celeste killed my friend, so I can't pity her, but I also can't deny that at one point I considered her a friend too. Just for him to come along and... Isn't it just awful? Someone couldn't cut free from their regrets from the outside world, and so more people had to die. You guys are still young. You need to place more value on your life.
What are you gonna do?
Jeez, in here I thought you guys were gonna pass the torch of hope on to the next generation.
Let me out of here!
Too bad.
You're all the embodiment of hope, whether you like it or not, and it's my destiny to knock you down one by one. It's sad, yes it is, but that's but that reality just can't be avoided. Don't talk like you're not responsible. How long are you gonna make us keep going through this? What do you want from us? God, I'm so sick of people asking me that. Give it a rest already. So anyway, Kyoko, did I see you get some kind of key?
Hey!
What's the deal with that?
What?
Huh? What's the matter?
So then,
I'll answer your question if you answer mine.
you...
What did you do? What did you do to me?
Ooh.
What?
Hey,
Answer me. What did you do to my body?
Ooh. How exciting. Hello. Well? See ya.
What the fuck? Wait, so is that why she was missing? Did Monokuma take her? Hey, Kyoko, Monokuma already mentioned it, but...
so...
Huh? Hey.
Indeed. Hey,
What?
so...
Come on. What? Goodbye.
Well then.
Yo!
Okay.
Shall we go? So then,
We need to get into that locker. I took the key Celeste had given and unlocked the locker. So...
You're really cute.
Good morning. It's been a while, hasn't it?
you... However... What? Indeed. What? It's true. That's fine. Correct.
Interesting. No way.
Correct.
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck is going on? Holy shit. Sakura is fighting Monokuma? Forming the rage battle beyond anything humanly possible. No one's side, not human, that's for sure. But regardless, I couldn't stop staring. I forgot to move.
Why, you? I asked you a question. What? How dare? This wasn't part of.
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat. No longer compromise. No longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to
But you do realize what will happen if you haven't forgot what I'm holding hostage?
What am I looking at? What am I hearing? Hostage. Okay. Sakura was the spy the whole time? What? What the fuck? Holy shit. Okay. Holy shit. Alright. Well, I appreciate everybody who popped out to the stream. Hopefully I'll catch you on the next stream. Peace, love, and